Hi again, and we're continuing on the quality pioneers. We've reached to Crosby. Crosby is one of the pioneers, and he spoke about the quality is free. And this is basically means that the lack of quality is costly. Spending money to reduce waste and or improve efficiency saves money in the long run. So it's better to do it the right from the first time. Do it correctly on the first time. Otherwise, you have to do some fixing and so on. But if you work on making your process efficient and reduce the waste from your process, remove all the waste from your process, that will make it better for you and will be less expensive on the long run. Crosby came up with four ideas, or what we call Crosby's four absolutes of quality. Four absolutes of quality. Now let's read about them. The first one is quality definition, conformance to requirements. So he defined quality based on conformance to requirements. Did we meet the customer needs or not? Crosby emphasized the importance of determining customer requirement, defining those requirements as clearly as possible. Customer requirement must define the product or service in terms of measurable characteristics. So, first of all, this is really important. We need to define quality from a customer perspective, and he defined quality based on conformance to requirements. What is the requirement? We should have a measurable, something that we could measure it. Can we state it in numbers for a characteristic? This is how we define the quality. Number two for Crosby for absolute would be quality system, prevention of defects, prevention of problems in the first place must much more cost effective for the long term. So if you, again, if you clean the process, if you remove all the defects, the waste from your process, you will become more efficient, and that will be will not cost you a lot for the long term. Determining the root causes of defects and preventing these from happening are integral part of the system. All right, so first of all, we talk about defining quality as conformance to requirement. And we said should be defined in a measurable way, something that we could measure. Second, we should clean the system. Let's remove any waste and make the system efficient, remove the defects, remove any cause of issues. The root cause of issues should be removed from the system, and this will give you a better system. Now we're moving into the next point, which is quality performance standard, zero defects. This is what you can memorize it as a zero defects, making product correctly the first time with no imperfections. This is really important. Do not allow for any. This is the goal. Zero defects. This is the goal. Number four, quality measurement, cost of quality. So he used the cost of quality to be the way to measure the quality. Are the costs associated? These are the costs associated with providing customer with a product or service that confirms to their experience. Quality costs are found in a prevention cost, something that you prevent any defects from happen. Detection cost, finding the issues. Cost associated with dissatisfied customers, such as rework, scrap, downtime, and material costs. These all could be considered cost of quality. Once determined, cost of quality can be used to justify investment in equipment and process that reduce the likelihood of defects. Very good point here, where some top management, they refuse to invest in high expensive tools. But what you could do, you could use the cost of quality as a way to convince them. This is the long term. How would you buy a tool that will make your process more efficient? And through the cost of quality, you could justify buying new equipment and tools. So cost of quality is the point that he used Crosby to measure the quality. And in this slide, there are a lot of cost of quality, such as prevention, detection of cost associated with dissatisfied customers, such as rework cost, scrap cost, downtime, and material cost. These all could be part of cost of quality. That would take us to the next pioneer, Ishikawa, and we will talk about the fishbone diagram or the Ishikawa diagram, but that's going to be for the next video. See ya.